Okay, here we are in the next part of this drop leg table series, and what we're producing now is the feet for the table. We were producing the legs earlier on the lathe. Here's one of the legs. That we've been spinning on the lathe. And these legs are going to go on feet that are going to be cut out of these pieces right here that we just cut them out of a raw round log, and we ran them and we squared them up and ran them through the planer, two pieces that we're going to use for the feet. So we got to cut the feet out. Now that we have our leg, we need to cut our foot out. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our piece of paper. We're going to get our width here. Right there. Fold the piece of paper like so. Let me just check it, see if it's the same width as what we're. Yeah, it's the same width. Take a pair of scissors and we'll cut it. What we do is we're going to take this piece of paper. It's the same width as this leg we're trying to build, and we're going to cut our design that we want in it. So basically we want to come across with a nice even little arch. Smooth, even little arch. Something like that, I think, would be nice. We open this up, we have a pattern. Lay the pattern on the wood, like so. Actually, to tell you the truth, I think I'd like a little bit of a round right here in this little corner. So we'll refold this. Back up to this corner, and we will just make a little round there on the tip. There. That's what we're looking for. So we lay this on the wood. Now we grab a pencil. Let's see, what did I do with my pencil? Be right back. There we go, we have our pencil. Got our design on the wood. We're going to make sure we got the wood in the right spot we want. Yeah, right here. That's where we want it. And we draw our design. Now, you'd probably be better to lay the design on the wood and use a thumbtacks to hold it down. Don't push the thumbtacks in too tight. You don't want to make holes in the wood. But I'm used to doing this, and I know how to hold it down tight with just my fingers and trace with one hand. And with a bit of practice, you'd probably be able to do the same thing as I'm doing. Be able to lay it down, hold it, and trace with one hand. It's really not that difficult. So now what you see is we have our design we're going to cut out on the bandsaw. So now we're going to move over to the bandsaw real quick, and we're going to cut this out. And then we're going to see how it looks. So I'll move the camera over. There we go. leg sits like that, and it goes like that to make the legs of the table. I just noticed something. Up underneath here, I need a little bit of a scallop right in here. So we'll make that on the bandsaw as well. I forgot to make that in my design. It's really quite simple though. All you do to make your scallop underneath, take roughly a 1/4 inch, cut in straight, and then just go like this. Voila! There's the scallop. So lay this back down here. There's our scallop. Real quick. Cut the scallop out. Now when I set it here, there we go. Much better. Back here a little ways. And that makes a table leg. Tabletop be up here. You start to see the tables taking shape. Tabletop up here. Down to the leg.